That down. Let's move on to this, shall we? Well, of course, the other day, Fantastic Four dropped their first trailer. I liked it. It didn't blow my socks off or anything, but I thought it was pretty okay. The launch event was horrible. Oh my God, that was a missed opportunity. They should never, ever, or at least get somebody much better to plan that out, because that was dreadful. That whole launch event, totally stupid. But I kind of liked the trailer, whatever. Well, it looks like a lot of people were waiting to see this Fantastic Four trailer, because it beat out almost every other Marvel film ever, save just a couple. As it's being reported here in the Hollywood Reporter, that the Fantastic Four First Step trailer flies to a phenomenal 200 million plus views in the first day, which actually makes it the 8th biggest trailer launch in cinematic history. If we go over and look, obviously Deadpool and Wolverine is the biggest trailer launch in history, 365 million views in the first 24 hours. Spider-Man No Way Home, 355, Avengers Endgame, 289. Then you go down here. So an eighth spot right now is it. Well, Fantastic Four now bumps out it. Fantastic Four now holds that number 8 spot, biggest of all time, which is interesting in and of itself. We'll talk about that in a minute. What I think is also interesting, though, is a bunch of people are asking, how do you think the trailer launch will compare to the Superman trailer launch? Well, the Superman trailer launch beat it by about 50 million views. Superman trailer's launch ranks as the number 5 biggest trailer launch of all time, seeing it with 250 million views. So keep in mind, though, that doesn't in no way take away from the astonishing success of how many views this Fantastic Four trailer. I mean, think about it. This Fantastic Four trailer had more views than one of the Infinity War trailers, more views than one of the Lion King trailers, Fate of the Furious, Thor Ragnarok, Spider-Man Far From Home. Like, it beat out every other film in history except 7 others. It's a crazy accomplishment that they had there. Hey guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's video, PrizePicks. All right, guys, the biggest football game of the year is almost here. And if you're like me, you're looking for a way to make it even more exciting. And that's why I use PrizePicks, the best place to get daily fantasy action. With over 10 million members, it's the easiest and most fun way to play. Here's how it works. You just pick more or less on at least 2 players' projections, and then boom, you're in. You think Patrick Mahomes will go for more than 250 passing yards? What about Travis Kelce rushing for more than 1.5 touchdowns? Pick your lineup in under 60 seconds and you could win up to 1,000 times your money. Ann and I have both been playing PrizePicks all season. Let me tell you, it has been a lot of fun. This week, I'm rolling with Saquon Barkley rushing for more than 100 yards and at least 1 touchdown. The best part, even if one of my picks isn't perfect, PrizePicks Flex Play still lets me win. Sign up today and get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. So download the app today and use the code Campea to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. That's $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks. Run your game. So Rob, I got 2 questions for you. Number 1. Why did this Fantastic Four, a film franchise that has had failure after failure after failure, why did this elicit so many people to go and check it out? And then the second question is, why did the Superman one get more? What do you think?
Well, look, Superman's the king of superheroes. I mean, as a single superhero entity, Superman is the prime mover. He's God's Superman. He is the character that everybody, generation after generation after generation after generation, knows. So I think anyone is interested in Superman. And there's been so much talk, even in circles outside of the movie sphere, the idea that there are business people, I think, that were interested in Superman because it's a whole new studio. There's people that are investing. It probably was watched by a lot of people on Wall Street, or in the tech sector to see because it's going to drive so much moving forward. I think that Fantastic Four, to all the people, you look at the MCU still has massive fans. Look at that list. Spider-Man No Way Home. Avengers Infinity War, Avengers Endgame. We all still love the MCU. Everybody, I mean, the MCU still has all of us hoping. And after coming off of Deadpool and Wolverine, it was a resounding success for the MCU. And I think, and this is the first time that they've come out and said, okay, this Fantastic Four movie is no longer going to be following a superhero trend. Like, they didn't make Fantastic Four at Fox until Spider-Man had been made at Sony, the X-Men had been made, Daredevil had been made, and then they're like, oh, let's go do a Fantastic Four movie. It was always kind of an also-ran, it was an afterthought. I think now Marvel fans know, MCU fans know, that this is the same way that Superman represents the hope for the new DC universe moving forward. Fantastic Four is going to be a foundational restart, jumpstart, whatever you want to call it, to the MCU. I mean, even the new Captain America movie is dealing with stuff that came from before, Tiamat and all Phase 4 stuff. But the Fantastic Four represents something new. It's almost in a way sort of a soft reboot of the MCU. So I think a lot of people tuned in. A lot of people wanted to see, well, I haven't liked the MCU. I didn't like the Eternals. I didn't like whatever, Shang-Chi, but I'm interested in Fantastic Four. So it brought people back. That's what I think.
A lot of casting too. I mean, they've always been in the news for the casting of the Fantastic Four, all that kind of stuff. I'm sure even though I don't think he's going to be in the movie, the announcement of Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom at Comic-Con.
Yeah.
I think that has spurred. There's still a lot of people that think Robert Downey Jr.'s Doctor Doom is going to be the villain of the movie. And guys, he's not. He might appear in a post-credit scene or something, but he's not. I just hope people understand that.
And curiosity,
And so again, I'm thrilled for them. I'm thrilled that they had that success. I kind of wish the trailer was a little bit better for launching like that. Again, there were things about it I really liked. There were. But I mean,
I think they showed us the bare minimum.
yeah.
There's probably a lot of stuff that they didn't want.
By the way, did you see that report that said that one shot of I've almost said Pablo Hidalgo, of Pedro Pascal? They said they actually altered it because in that shot in the movie, he's using his stretch powers and they didn't want to show his stretch powers yet.
Yeah.
So that's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Look, Superman is Superman. Fantastic Four is Fantastic Four. We want them both to be great and all that kind of stuff. But it wouldn't be a movie discussion show if we didn't talk about who put out the better trailer. Because both of these movies, I think they're coming out in the same month, right?
Yeah, within weeks of each other.
I don't even think, again, I appreciated the Fantastic Four trailer. I love Eben Moss-Bachrach in that, basically being his bear character in the kitchen and cooking. I'm gonna add some garlic, kick it up a couple notches. I really, really like that. But Superman was the better trailer.
Oh yeah.
Like if I had to sit down and just watch two trailers and then say, based on these trailers, you got to pick one movie you're going to see. I mean, for me, it would be Superman.
It had more compelling superheroic imagery in it.
I agree. Yeah.
You see Superman saving somebody, you see Guy Gardner, you see other stuff going on.
But also the time environment though in the Fantastic Four was very interesting to look at. I want to see more of that whatever
the
time.
era of that dimension.
Yeah.
100%.
That 60s era. Yeah, actually, that's another thing. I really did like the stylization of it. I thought it was really good. By the way, I was still somebody I know. I'm not going to say who and throw them under the bus, but somebody I know who is completely into comic book movies and all that kind of stuff actually wrote on social media and said, I don't get it. This takes place in the 60s. How come no one's ever mentioned the Fantastic Four before? How has no one ever mentioned that this Galactus guy once showed up in the world?
Multiverse.
Yes, guys, it's not our Earth. It's not our 1960s. It's not our Earth. This Fantastic Four movie starts on another Earth, a different dimension. And then I'm guessing, you still feel confident about this, by the end of this movie, they'll be in the Earth 616. Do you still feel that way?
I do. Or they're heading to the Earth 616.
Right.
But I think they're going to probably get there, or unless it's teeing up to arrive there for Avengers Doomsday.
Right.
So we will find out. Anyway, guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? Fantastic Four's trailer killed it. 8th highest viewed trailer in the first 24 hours in movie history, only being beaten out by movies such as Avengers Infinity War, Superman, Endgame, Spider-Man No Way Home, and Deadpool and Wolverine. I mean, that's pretty good. But there's another superhero movie opening in the same month as it that maybe had a little bit better results for it. I don't know. What do you take away from all that? Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.